Hi there, this is Professor Bauer. Welcome to week number 7 of ICT 4010 Enterprise Architecture. We are still on the Archisurance case study, and hopefully you know that everything that Professor Bauer said about this paper is now coming true. That could be very comforting for you since there are no surprises, or it could scare the heck out of you simply because things are going to start moving up in speed and pace and expectation. But let's go ahead and walk through where we are, and we'll look at the what we're going to be talking about so far. Feedback. As I said, these things can't be done in one day. Some of you, based on your frantic emails, were trying to do that and found out that you fought the law and the law won, as that old rock and roll song goes. But hopefully you'll be chastened and ready to go. I will have your week 6 papers back by Wednesday before the class. Important that you're not adding this paper to the paper for this week to the existing one, but the general comments I'll make will probably pertain to the security one as well. There was a problem with this class, but I think I've fixed it. This particular session referenced TOGAF 9.1, which did not have a security module, and now we have this article integrating risk and security, and I'm enclosing that with the announcement. It's on the case study. It's also on the share drive. And incidentally, asking for access to the share drive on Sunday afternoon when I'm out of town is not good. You should be able to get to this stuff, and if you can't, please fix that. All this stuff is set up for you to succeed. I don't want to whine about it, but it just hurts you. So help me help you, right? Okay. So we're going to extend the Archisurance case study, and we're going to see how the architecture may need to be modified with respect to security. So that's really the question that we're considering now. All right. Why is it important that security be designed into the enterprise and not bolted on? Unfortunately, the way most security programs work is no one wants it, no one cares about it, no one thinks that it's important until it's hacked. And then all of a sudden, heads roll and people get fired, and it's really the fault of the suits, and it's the fault of the CTO and CIO for saying, we're not going to build this until we have the right security answers for it. And that is the best time to get everybody on the same page. It's not afterwards with cleanup and finger pointing. So, is security represented in each of the architectural layers in the ADM? All right, so we're going to have some security architecture talked about, some articles on that to read this week, and then you're going to write furthering the discussion of good old Archisurance. Okay, so complete the readings, review the lecture materials, make sure you understand that that TOGAF 9.2 is now out there with respect to risk and security, and it refers to standards like ISO 27001, ISO 31000, and the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, National Initiative for Cybersecurity Education, and the related 5 areas: identify, protect, detect, respond, recover. This is good stuff that you should know, even if you're not in security. So be a active participant in the class on Wednesday night, and then on Sunday night, midnight, without fail, submit the assignment. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make sure you look over this attached PDF. You cannot write this paper without knowing pretty well chapters 2 and 3. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so here are the ins and outs based on this diagram here, some figure from figure 1. So keep that in mind. All right. Um, so this is what I call TOGAF Archisurance Security Appendix 1. This will be a standalone paper, but you will be adding it into your final Archisurance submission. So keep that in mind. How should Archisurance address security within each layer of the enterprise architecture? There's your outline. What are the layers and in what order? And then you're going to walk through and talk about what TOGAF and the spec recommends and what Archisurance needs to do. What specific business, operational, and cybersecurity risks need to be managed and how. Okay, you should have some good ideas on this. Make sure you reference TOGAF 9.2, which is the one that's up there, and the security and risk management document. And again, 750 to 1,000 words, not too long. Not a ton of diagrams. If you need one or two, that might make sense. Make sure they're all in the UCall format. This is a standalone paper, but again, remember you're going to be adding it to the overall final assignment, which is a portfolio assignment. In other words, your bosses and people who wonder why they paid for your salary are going to look at this as an example of your best work. So same font, same style, same format. Don't do anything cutesy or whatever, because you're going to fold all this together. As I've said 1,000 times, you're probably sick of hearing it. So the rubric is still your friend. Make sure you comment on security and risk management that are part of this upgrade. How do they address these issues for Archisurance? Okay. Are they enough? Look at all the, ransomware and hacking and all this stuff that's out there, and companies getting hammered. Isn't enough, keep that in mind. Okay. Have a great week, everybody. See you class on Wednesday. Bye-bye now.